On behalf of the WMBC, I want to give a huge thank you to Recreation Northwest for this Community Collaboration Award. I want to also give a big thank you to my partners in that deal for preserving Galbraith Access Forever, which were the City of Bellingham, Whatcom Land Trust, and Galbraith Tree Farm. To make this partnership happen, the City of Bellingham Parks Department ponied up $2.75 million. The Whatcom Land Trust gave $250,000. The WMBC committed to building a parking lot off Samish Way that's going to cost us roughly $300,000. And Galbraith Tree Farm committed to keep this as a working forest, and they ceded any further development rights to the mountain forever. And without these partnerships, this deal to preserve access to Galbraith forever would have never have happened. I want to thank Leslie Bryson with the Bellingham City Parks Department. She had the vision and the fortitude to see this through to the end. I want to thank Rich Bowers with the Whatcom Land Trust. He's their executive director and really came to this from a non-traditional type of conservation easement process. And then, of course, Rob Janicki with Galbraith Tree Farm. We needed a willing owner and somebody that had the vision and had the idea of how this tree farm could work with intensive recreation use. So the city really approached this deal with the WMBC in mind. We've been working and recreating on this mountain for over 33 years. The WMBC is well versed in how we build trails and work around the logging operations. You know, there's 65 miles of trail currently on the mountain. A lot of people think of this mountain strictly from the mountain biking standpoint, and we are a world-class mountain bike destination. But beyond that, it's heavily used by dog walkers, it's heavily used by trail runners. We have lots of youth programs that come up here, whether they be programs like Girls on the Run, or the Trailblazers, or our own youth programs. So the conservation easement is pretty simple. It basically means that Rob has ceded development rights forever on his property, meaning no commercial or residential development. This area will remain a tree farm into perpetuity. On the recreation side of things, the recreation easement allows us to build another 20 miles of trail on Rob's property. It allows us to hold events in the future so we can have races and other types of events up here. It allows access from the north and the south sides of the mountain and other areas. You know, typically for a conservation deal, they wouldn't want to see timber activity and that sort of stuff. But with this one, really the conservation component of that is this area will never be developed. You'll never have commercial buildings or homes or McMansions up on Galbraith. So it was really a visionary for them, for the land trust to say, hey, let's lock this area up and keep it a working forest. And that also allows us to continue to recreate on the mountain. A lot of these working forests that are in the foothills of Puget Sound have been developed. If you go down south, you know, big tracts of land, whether it's from Weyerhaeuser or other folks, they've sold those and those have now been developed. If you look at how important this is to not only our community from a quality of life standpoint, but also from an economic development standpoint and a tourism standpoint, when you think about outdoor access for trails and biking and hiking and running, this is a gem for everybody here in Bellingham. You know, getting out for a bike ride or a run or a hike or just sitting on a bench and listening to Chuckanut Creek right next to us, you know, take a little downtime, you know, and enjoy it. So it's good for the soul.